Alright guys, so today we're going to do another beer review. Had a lot of fun doing the beer review last night, so figured might as well shoot another one, right? It's pretty easy to just drink beer and talk about it, so this shouldn't be too hard again. I'm really enjoying doing these videos though, so I really want to make some more. I actually was showing a couple of my friends the video I made last night when we were hanging out, and they said, you know, it's good and should just continue doing it. So I'm having fun and we're going to continue doing it. Today we're going to be talking about Shock Top. Now this is a beer that I've tried quite a few times, but when I first was given this beer by a friend of mine, I just didn't think I was going to like it because I'm not a big fan of these Belgian whites. You know, I don't really like Blue Moon too much, and this is, you know, it looks very similar. Obviously, this big orange. They did redo the bottles. I remember these being different bottles last time with paper around it instead of this kind of sticker, this plastic sticker. So let's take a look at the beer. Belgian wheat. It's a Belgian style wheat ale made by Shock Top. It's got citrus peel and coriander is the main, you know, spices they're using for brewing this beer. Not a big fan of coriander, but in this beer it does work, and we'll get more into that when we open it up. As I was talking about last night, freshness is very important even for any kind of beer, really. These beers, it's not as important as the IPAs, but this doesn't have a bottled on date. However, it does say 17/3/23, which I'm assuming means that this was bottled on the 323rd day of 2017, which would only make it about 2 months old, a little bit more than that. So let's give it a try. Let's open her up and see what we got. For anyone wondering about the glass that I'm going to be using, this is a Magic Hat number 9 glass that I got last year. Smells very orangey. There's a close-up there. Smells pretty orangey, but I know it doesn't taste extremely orange from what I remember. Now this is an unfiltered beer. There is going to be some stuff floating around in here, at least from what I can remember. Yeah, definitely a little bit of sediment in there. Get that out. Finger and a half ahead. Didn't really pour it too aggressively again. You know, it's a good beer. I do really like this from what I can remember. The last time I had it was at my cousin's wedding, actually, and I think that was pretty cool. They had some kegs of this instead of just your regular Bud Light, you know, whatever. Who wants to sit at a wedding and just drink nothing but Bud Light? You want to have something different. So, yeah, the color on it, yeah, it's got some stuff floating around in there. Nothing crazy, but there's, you know, a little bit of chunks. So let's give it a try. Tastes like I remembered. The thing is that I don't understand with this is they advertise it to be a lot of citrus, but it's not really the craziest citrus type of flavor, at least for me. You don't get too much of it. It's definitely there. You could taste the coriander as well. But the Belgian style that this is brewed in, I tend to not really like the Belgian style beers too much, as I said before. But this one is pretty good. It's not too heavy on that Belgian style. I almost get, like, with some of the Belgian beers, almost like a kind of like leathery taste with some of them. But who knows, you know, everybody's different. But for me, I sometimes get this off-putting taste that makes me not like them as much. These ones are good though. They're pretty good. They go down smooth. Tastes good. Not an extremely lot of flavor going on, but definitely, you know, there's something there. And, oh, you know, I forgot to mention the ABV. This is 5.2% alcohol. It's about medium to light body. It's got some mouthfeel to it. Nothing crazy, though. Not like a nice, you know, IPA or, you know, a darker lager. It's actually, I would compare it to a darker lager is really what it kind of tastes like, with a little bit of that citrus in there and the orange peel that they're using. And then the coriander is very light, but it comes in. You could taste it. I'm not exactly sure what coriander even is. I just know that I've heard of it used, you know, a bunch of times. And in foods that it's used in, I'm not usually the biggest fan of it. But I can't even really pinpoint what it looks like or anything like that. But the beer's good. I will be honest. I feel like I haven't drank this in about a year. And the last time I had it, I liked it a little bit better. Now, for the price point, it's pretty good. A 6-pack of this at my liquor store that I got it at was $8 plus tax, so about $8 and 20 cents or whatever. Pretty good for this style of beer. The price is good. It could be a little bit lower, but then again, I have seen it lower. I've seen these go for about $6.25 a 6-pack at the discount liquor store in my area. But I think $8.20 is a fair price for these. And people who like Blue Moon or these kind of style beers, these Belgian styles, I think this is a little bit basic, but it's still good. It's nothing great, but it's drinkable and it's good. So for a rating on this, like I said, I'm going to be doing my ratings out of 100. I would give this, for me, it's approaching B category, but it's not quite there. So we'll meet in the middle and we'll give it an 80 out of 100, a low B. And I think that's fair for this beer. People that like this style more are gonna, gravitate towards it. And I think it's a decent beer for what it is. And I do also kind of really like the logo, the little guy on there. It's kind of cool. It's kind of funny looking. For their other beers, they have this same logo, but instead of an orange peel, it'll be like a grapefruit or something like that, depending on the beer. So yeah, it's definitely pretty good. Not something that I would pick up all the time, maybe just, a couple times a year or something like that to switch it up. Good party beer too. It's flavorful. It's got way more flavor than, your Bud Light, Miller Lite or whatever. But at 5.2%, you could have quite a few of these and be in the clear. You won't be too drunk or anything. So yeah, I think an 80 out of 100 is a good score for it. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's just, in my opinion, not one of the beers that I usually go for. Now, one more thing I would like to mention too. If you guys have any suggestions for beers that you want me to review, please leave them in the comment below. Or I don't even think YouTube has direct message anymore. But if that exists, you could direct message me at my channel. And yeah, just let me know any beers that you'd like to see. I'm open to doing pretty much anything except for stuff like the real dark like stouts and stuff like that. Will be honest, I'm not a fan of. Some porters I do like, but some of the stouts I just can't get into it. But maybe in the future I will. You never know. And one last thing too. Anybody that knows the movie I'm watching, leave it in the comments below. This is a great movie from, I believe, 2004, I believe it came out. And every time I watch this, I always kind of, get hyped up because it's such a crazy movie with no male characters in the entire movie. The whole movie is just a cast of badass chicks, which I really like. So, very fun movie to watch. So, thanks again for tuning in, guys. I might film another beer review tomorrow. Who knows? I don't think I'm going to be home too much tonight or until way later. So, I may even film one late tonight when I get back. But I'm having a lot of fun doing these, and like I said, it doesn't really take very long for me to make them. It's pretty easy to just sit here and talk about a beer. I hope I'm not rambling on and going, all different directions with my reviews. But when I did watch the first one, I seemed to, I slipped up in a couple spots, but I seem to be able to talk to the camera and do this, pretty clearly without having people all, I'm not all over the place. You know what I mean? So thanks again for watching. Cheers. One last sip. And Sign and Wait Big Smoke, check it out. Remember to leave a comment below about any beers that you want me to review and what movie I'm watching. Thanks, guys.